Welcome back inside Owen Sound. It's the Bayshore knockout. The 3HL tour continues. The Niagara Rapids making their way out onto the ice. They're a tremendous looking team. I gotta love those jerseys. Just look awesome.
Yeah, I love them. The red buckets, the red pants with the blue jerseys. An homage to obviously being a border town with the stars and stripes of the States, but also in the logo, a big maple leaf. So kind of cool there. And as the Guelph Brewers take the ice, another pretty cool jersey. The Guelph Brewers, very similar to what they wore last year, black and gold. And I mean, the Guelph Brewers, you got to talk about the Brewers. I mean, they're one of the top teams last year, and it looks like they're poised to be another top team again.
They certainly are. Guelph with a record of 4-2 this year, and Niagara Rapids have 1 win and 3 losses to their credit. It's called the Bayshore Knockout, partly because Theo Peckham's involved, right? He led the Owen Sound attack in PIMS, is that correct?
Yeah, all-time leader in penalty minutes for the Owen Sound attack. If you were listening at the top of our broadcast for our opening ceremonies, Jim Diamond Lowe mentioned that, and he is also the only player in Owen Sound history to record a Gordie Howe hat trick while also scoring a hat trick.
So he got a hat trick, and then what else?
And then a fight and an assist. So the Gordie Howe hat trick while scoring a hat trick, pretty impressive. So that's the thing. Theo Peckham, 2 years in a row, he had plus 200 penalty minutes. But this is also a guy that was a top prospect in the NHL. Went on to have a pretty solid career in the NHL. Played almost a full 82-game season with the Edmonton Oilers as one of their top pairings. So sure, he likes to mash some faces in, but have you seen on the 3HL tour, he's got a ton of skill as well.
He certainly does, and it was interesting watching Rich Wigmore put up a big stop against 24 in black, as Rich is known for some highlight reel saves, and here is Theo Peckham trying to create some highlight reel goals. And his first look at the net's turned aside there by Connor Visca. Alex Dupuis, the other end of the ice. Well, he's about to be tested in about 3 seconds. 1, 2, there it is. Shot right on. Both goaltenders have made stops. Theo Peckham going upstairs and making the goaltender make a blocker side stop with his arm.
Nice to see Chris Chappell back in the lineup for the Brewers. He currently leads the Brewers in assists with 7. So good boost for some playmaking ability for this Brewers squad.
He's got his stick on the ice, gets the pass, and fires that shot towards the net, and then looks, case there's a rebound. There he is, number 19. You mentioned Mr. Chappell?
Chappell playing a handful of games in his OHL career here, but with the Saginaw Spirit as a captain in his overage year. Right,
and here's a good shot right there. That one gave a goaltender a bit of difficulty. This is going to be, is it over and back? I don't know if they had controlled it. No, Rapids took it over, so it can't be. It wasn't.
Yeah, that's looks what the official said there.
Yeah, Guelph didn't bring it back over. It was cleared by Niagara. Okay, so here they come once again. Guelph. And the Brewers turned aside at the back of the net, although some good work with the skates there. Wraparound attempt, it's on the doorstep, and there's the rebound, just hanging out in the blue ice, and then it just sticks to the ice. Speaking of ice, you got to move that puck quickly, and if you don't, that's when it can happen. Here comes Guelph. Puck is left. Fake shot. Oh, stepping around, getting everybody out of the way, and there's a big body check along the wall. That's one way to gain position, isn't it? Close on your man.
That's one thing this Niagara team doesn't mind doing. They don't mind throwing the body at all. They're a fast team, but they like to crash and bang as well.
Yeah, and that was a bit of a sloppy change. And that one off the stick of Theo Peckham, changed direction, and they had to be careful there with Alex Dupuis having to mark that shot carefully. This one just back over the blue line despite the best efforts of a man we saw at the Saugeen Shores taking his first family skate with his first little one there. Here comes the Rapids once again. That was a great drop pass, Taylor to Johnson, but it's coming the other way. Man open. They find him, and they find the net with that one. There is Chris Menard. Yeah, he gets it done.
Chris Menard, the Owen Sound native, played with the Owen Sound OHL team when they were the Platers. And he has a nice homecoming back in this arena and buries a beauty, the former Stanley Cup champion with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Pittsburgh Penguins, 20 games in that season. Here we go. They're trying to get some wins here, Niagara are, but it's the other way. Back to the goaltender. There's that quick up we were talking about, and that Springs player, and they're coming out to block the shot. And a big check delivered as the stick went up in the air. As, wow, temper there as Louis Taninga got a big body check delivered on him when he tried to mark the goal, and on the doorstep there, a bit of a tap home goal. 2-0 now, and that's the big fella, isn't it?
Yeah, the big fella indeed. Talk about his playmaking ability. Well, scores a one-handed tap in there for the pride of Pickering, Ontario. Chris Chappell extends this lead to 2-0.
And it's 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this one. There's an awkward shot that caught the netminder for Guelph unawares a bit. Alex Dupuis closed the legs, though, on the shot that was coming for the 5-hole. Guelph in over the blue line, stopping up. In back of the net, out front for number 4 on the doorstep.
Greg Virgo.
Greg Virgo wearing number 4. I had him as 10. My mistake there. Apologize. Cutting to the middle. Here's Niagara. Oh, good pass near side. There's a man in front. They find him, but what an absolutely unreal stop right there by Alex Dupuis.
Owen Sound Police.
Wow.
Someone call him because there has been a robbery. Are you kidding me?
That was
Alex Dupuis.
Okay. Here comes Chappell, the goal scorer, the last goal scorer, of course, and he's
Penalty's
taken
coming
down.
up.
That's going to be a penalty shot for the very dangerous forward.
And that's the thing with Chris Chappell. He keeps his cool there, but he's a big boy. Has a little bit of a mean streak in there, but he recognizes his team's going to get a penalty shot with chasers, and we'll see what he can do here.
Well, they're chasing, but Chappell's off to the races, and he tries to tuck that one home, unable to do so. And the play is still alive, of course, much like in basketball when it comes off the rim on a free throw, you keep going. They don't stop it and make another face-off and everything like that, because we're down to 1:58. Time is of the essence in 14-minute games, 2 7-minute halves. Back to Niagara's trailer. He doesn't really see anything that's worth working with. Wes Snell does. And that one's sent towards the net, but it was a weak attempt. Off the stick of Duvage, Justin Duvage, number 16.
Number 14, Jordan Bailey. If you recognize that last name, it's actually, oh.
Theo just missing the net there as Pex came down.
I was just going to say Josh Bailey, who plays for the New York Islanders, having himself a career year with the Islanders. It's actually his younger brother.
Ah, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Here we go. As there's 4 Niagara on the ice. I think the officials are lucky there. I think Niagara's lucky the officials are watching the play and not counting bodies. You think it'd be harder to get away with an extra attacker. Like in 5-on-5, there's always somebody in the ether and it takes the lines, a sharp-eyed linesman to keep an eye on things like that, whereas
no
here
doubt.
there's only 6.
Yes.
If there's a 7th guy, he's pretty noticeable. Last minute of play, 55 seconds actually in the first period. Pass across, that one was soft off the stick of Brett McLean, and that's tucked home there by number 25.
Jeff McDermott,
Yeah.
another one of these local boys, Owen Sound, a native, and of course playing his junior hockey here with the attack. Just pickpockets Louis Taninga in front of the net and puts that one by Connor Visca, and all of a sudden Guelph Brewers have a 3-0 lead.
For some reason, the teams on the left side of my roster, it's been leaning that way for them. They've won. Markham on the left side won. Hamilton left side, Guelph left side. Who's, I want to tell you who's on the left side. I'm not going to ruin things as there's another body check delivered. Actually, one of the biggest body checks we saw was delivered in Collingwood, wasn't it? On the Niagara players. Destroyed them. And that's the thing. It's part of the game. But here's a 2-on-1 shaping up with 3 seconds to go. Can they get the goal? No! No goal! That didn't cross the line as the buzzer went. And the official was in the perfect spot to make the call. Pat, you're an impartial referee off ice, aren't you?
Yeah, I would say that's the right call by the official there, and you could even see Brett McLean, big smile on his face. Something tells me him and Greg Virgo wouldn't have a smile on their face if they thought that should have counted. So
Entirely true.
went over to the official, gave him a little tap. I think they made the right call there on the ice. And Guelph, you know what, even if they don't score there, they do have a nice cushion with a 3-0 lead after the first half here.
Yeah, and that's indeed who they have. Menard, Chappell, and McDermott, the goal scorers for the Brewers, and that keeps the boys with suds in their title able to afford more maybe later on in the evening as they head back home. Not too far to Guelph from here.
No, not too far from Guelph, but like I said, a lot of these guys from this area, obviously Theo Peckham playing, living in Owen Sound, the McLean brothers from Port Elgin, Greg Virgo from Port Elgin, Chris Menard from Owen Sound, Jeff McDermott from Owen Sound. So a lot of local flavor here on the Brew Crew. except for Chris Chappell, who's taking the face-off here. All the way in Durham region. Maybe he can get a ride home with Marcus Carroll, but also Marcus Carroll is heading home early today. So I don't know if he's staying and watching. Something tells me he might stick around a little longer. A lot of the players like to do that.
I was just going to say, I remember hearing that even Rich Wigmore, we did in that interview, which is now edited and ready for airing, Rich Wigmore talked about that. He said, I hang around. He goes, it did me good once when I was hanging around because a goaltender got injured and I got to play more hockey and win some cash. Win the tournament. That's right. That's an opportunity now, stepping aside. There was a check almost delivered there. It's Brandon Kudo with it. Kudo had to be careful as he was back at center. He leaves the puck for Brendan Weeks. Shot right on. There's an opportunity once again. It's chopped into the corner, though, and after it is McDermott, the goal scorer. McDermott, he missed that. Now to the net comes Dupuis to play the puck. And he played it, but right to a Niagara Rapid. Pass out in front, stick lifted on the doorstep. Chappell, I believe that was, stepped aside. Past his man. Sure looks like him. Yeah, it is. Lanky number 19. Tries to cut around his man. Oh, well defended, son. And the pass is into the accoutrement of the Niagara player, but it's a 2-on-1 shaping up, and they got a guy off the bench. They got a shot. Oh, what a beautiful goal by Brandon Kudo.
Brandon Kudo with an absolute rip that beats Alex Dupuis to break this shutout at 5:45 in the second half, and Niagara just down 2 goals. But the former Brockport college player tickles twine. We've got ourselves a game here.
Cut back towards the middle. He knew he had a 2-on-1 shaping up, but there was a chaser, a player off the bench for Guelph, and that was creating havoc. So he thought about passing, but instead he cuts to the middle and then fired a shot through a screen, and looking for more there was Niagara. That goal's gone to their skates, as they like to say. On the doorstep, there's a weak shot, though, because of a stick on the attempt. That took all the steam out of the kettle. That one's all the way down ice, but there is no icing, of course, so able to skate into this one is Menard, who has a goal. He finds his man. Oh, and he finds the twine. Brett McLean from just down the road.
Brett McLean almost scores that one from Port Elgin as he rips that one from almost the porch of his house. A beautiful rip by the former Oshawa General. So these fans here in Owen Sound not used to cheering for Brett McLean in this building, as he probably terrorized the Owen Sound attack back in his OHL days. Brett McLean, one of the all-time goal scorers for the Generals, a team that's been around for 101 years. So that just shows what special of a player McLean is.
That is. Jake Taylor just almost intercepted that puck. He got a stick on it, got a piece, and almost took it away, and then he would have been walking in right down Main Street. He's got the puck right now. Does number 8 for the Rapids, plays it forward. Those 3HL buckets they've got on look pretty sharp too, when they're all brand new without any scratches or anything. Everybody's helmets look nice out there. Chopped at center as they're reaching for it, as Greg Virgo tried to play it to himself. Behind everybody and heading into this is number 19, Louis Taninga. Taninga hanging on. Taninga. Left wing side, looking for it back. That went off a stick, though. That's touch, so they're saying, Taninga just says, I'm going to take this time to get into change. And that's too many men. Yeah, that's sloppy, a good call.
Sloppy change.
Yeah. I know you want to get back in with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go, but there's 4 on the ice, perhaps 4.5 if you include the guy heading off.
So we're going to have a Winwell penalty shot with chasers. And none of the guys no one wants to take it, so Chris Chappell's going to get his second chance.
And Chappell, look at these two speeding after him, but Chappell's gone. Completely gone. He goes to the backhand. So a little fake shot, and then he goes backhand, glove side, and the netminder is asking some questions there, Connor Viska.
Don't know what questions have to be besides.
Do I have to play the whole game? Does he have to do that again? Can you pick somebody else? Those are questions he could have.
Chris Chappell, though, the former Saginaw Spirit captain, with a beautiful leg kick to backhand Cheddar. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal.
Backhand Cheddar. I gotta like that one there. Rapids now. Time is of the essence, but is there enough of it for them to get anything accomplished? Here comes Kudo. Kudo dances around his man, throws that towards the net. It's on the doorstep, tucked. Second effort, Kudo's got it once again. He scored from oh, what a move, Kudo, 2 of them. Oh, and then he threw it across the net. Nobody home for Niagara, but Kudo's got the mitts. Well, but more importantly, number 9's got the puck the other way as McLean doing McLean things here, eh?
McLean, little McLean feeds big McLean for a goal, and they've got a huge smile on their faces as they hook up there. The Port Elgin boys are putting on a clinic here today.
6-1.
At the J.D. MacArthur Arena.
Yeah, pardon me, sir. My friend, 2 minutes even, 6-1 the score. A little under 2 minutes now. There's a great pass. Good stop there, and then the second effort there. That was the right foot. Quick feet on the goaltender as we've got a battle in the corner there, and trying to win it was Wes Snell. He does it. In back of the net, going down was the player Dustin Duvage. Duvage is up, but the 6-1 game means that a few bodies are starting to get thrown around a little bit, my friend. There's frustration from Niagara. They are 1-3. Here they come now. Guelph looking for more. That one was a hard shot that cleared the house. It's over in the parking lot now, I think, and they're behind one of the cars looking for it. That was a big hard shot off the boards, and it went all the way out down ice, but Guelph, with 1:10 to go in this one, are in charge, and we'll finish it off. Oh my! Huh? Can I get one of those sticks, and can it come preloaded with one of those shots anywhere?
Chris Menard.
Huh?
He even take off the Stanley Cup ring for that shot or what? Well, how about that feed from Theo Peckham?
But what about
unbelievable?
There was no room to put it in, although there obviously was. It didn't seem like there would be because the goaltender was right there. Honor Visca's an outstanding netminder, but he's getting shellacked here by this team from Guelph. On the doorstep, oh, and it danced across the goal line. And there's a break there for the Rapids team as they've got a guy far side. They find him. Return feed? Yes, and it goes off some skates, though, with 32 seconds to go in this one. And having to hurry back down ice is Taninga. Taninga in the middle of a 2-on-1. Got his stick down, Taninga did. 23 seconds to go. You're the Rapids, you might as well try and get one more. And they will try and get one more. That is, and they do on that effort right there is Ryan Johnson. Played in the OJ and then on to NCAA.
So two SUNY Brockport grads getting goals there as Couteau and Ryan Johnson, both playing at the college in upstate New York there.
It says 7-1, or is it 6-2? Am I mistaken? They probably just
7-2.
Okay, my bad there. I was trying to keep track here. Lost some of the goals. So Menard with a pair, is that correct?
Menard with 2 goals, correct.
All right, as we got a man on the doorstep behind everybody down to less than a second, and a whoa. Yeah, that was Ryan Johnson. He ran into his man. I think it was not on purpose, but sent him sprawled into the corner. So the left side of the ledger just dominates, my friend, once again. Markham on the left side picked up a 4-2 win. Hamilton with a 5-1 win, and now a 7-2 win by Guelph. They're going up by goals.
Yeah. That was a very, very dominant performance by this Guelph Brewers team. The last time these two teams did meet, a much closer contest. Connor Visca obviously kept them in the game, but Guelph looked like a well-oiled machine here. They punched their ticket, and they're going to have a tough task against either the Toronto Bees or the London Threes in the next semifinal here. But Guelph, got to be happy. Got to be happy with the performance.
Well, on the left side of my sheet for this last one, we're 3 in a row. The Toronto Bees with a 6-2 record against the London Threes with their 1-3 record. So if everything falls in according to the patterns that's been taken so far, teams on the left have looked strong with a 6-2 record. You could argue that the Bees perhaps have a stronger club, although that's going to be not necessarily the case. Of course, the game has to be played, but Sam McDade is standing by with a young man dying to talk to her.
Thanks, gentlemen. Alongside Chris Menard of the Guelph Brewers. Chris, first game on the tour and you get a hat trick. Welcome to the tour, and what did you think of it?
It was fun. Lots of ice out there, lots of time to hang on to the puck, and something I'm not used to, so it was a little different.
The Brewers really dominating that game with a 7-1 win. What do you think was really gelling amongst you out there on the ice?
I think we're short guys, so we tried to stay back D and try and keep close to our goalie and limit their chances. I think we did that okay.
Coming into round 2, what are you going to do to rest up and make sure you're fresh and ready to go for your next game?
I'll probably have a banana and a coffee or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Chris.
All right, thanks.
Send it back upstairs to you, Pat and Anthony.